All right, let me end this episode with a segment I'm going to call Numbers, and Other Supernatural Beings.
Okay.
So I grabbed this poll from today.ugov.com, and it was gathered and written by data journalist Jamie Ballard.
Jamie Ballard, famous
and it
data
goes
journalist.
As such, it's the season for all things spooky, ghosts, demons, vampires, and more. A new YouGov survey of 1,000 American adults finds that many people aren't convinced that these entities are just the stuff of scary stories and Halloween and horror films. More than 2 in 5 Americans say they believe in demons, 43%. And a similar percentage, 41%, say the same thing about ghosts.
61% say California isn't real.
For both more,
or at least
for both,
not part of the good United States.
Mm-hmm.
More
Estados Unidos.
More Americans say they exist than they don't, and the rest are unsure.
I exist.
Few Americans believe in the existence of werewolves, 9%, or vampires, 8%.
Do you guys believe in the existence of vampires and werewolves?
Hell yeah, man. Dogman for life. I count him as a werewolf.
People are seeing something up there, huh? That Dogman threw a kind of a wrench into my whole werewolves probably aren't a thing belief. And as far as vampires go, I believe that I believe in negative spirits and entities, and I believe in them potentially manifesting a corporeal form. Do I believe that corporeal form would need to feed on blood and the like? I don't know so much. I don't know. Kind of, in my mind, vampires are a thing of mythology, and if they exist today, it's kind of in the cringy subreddit way.
That might fall under the category of other supernatural beings, in which 31% of Americans believe in versus 34% who do not believe in.
Wow.
And then 34% going, I'm not sure, man. There's something out there.
I think the other 34% is for like, wait, what? What do you mean by other kinds of supernatural beings? Glass, unicorns, the look of the leprechaun, etc.
Are you ready for number breakdowns?
Please hit me.
Excellent. Women are more likely than men to believe in ghosts and demons.
My
50% versus
neither.
31%, and in demons, 48% versus 38%.
Yeah, right. That 20% is just
believe.
That 12% is just like fucking tough idiots. The type of guys who square off on you at the haunted house.
That's exactly what I was thinking. It was like, that's a guy who couldn't bring himself, even in an anonymous poll, to be like, I do.
So many people are like, I don't believe in ghosts. And you're like, then what are you afraid of? Like when they run to the bathroom at night or when they watch a scary movie, what's going to happen? You don't believe in ghosts.
And if you're ready,
then why are you afraid?
And if you're ready for the breakdown of this, here is it for the YouTube.
Ooh.
A breakdown of the postgraduate degrees, and check that out.
That's funny.
41%, some high school, 37%, 43%, some college, 2-year, 45%, 4-year, 42%. It seems like when you go into college, you start believing in ghosts.
But then less and less until you're a postgraduate with a doctor's thesis on party poopery.
Yeah, no, this just says that if you get to your postgraduate ceremony, your imagination has been ground into the dirt.
I want to talk.
Like, these numbers for demons too are exactly the same. Like college level and just high school level, everyone's believing in ghosts and demons. Other supernatural beings, it increases the more you go to college until post grad.
Truly, Interesting. I want to talk to the 2% of postgraduates who believe in vampires.
Yeah, their thesis was definitely on
And
vampires are
4%
real.
And they believe in werewolves over vampires.
Those are people who are steeped in like ethnographic studies that took them down a weird path.
Yeah, you're right.
It is this is a phenomenal poll. I love everything about it.
Very cool. I want to see the one about gill men. How many postgrads believe in the gill man?
Now, 1 in 5 Americans say they've encountered a ghost.
Interesting. That's a lot. So many people say they've encountered ghosts. My other my other podcast co-host told me last time we recorded that he thinks he encountered a ghost the night before.
Like just the other day.
Yeah, they were asleep, so they're staying at they're staying with some
Airbnb.
They're staying with some family above, like in an apartment above a garage. And he said the door was locked and he was woken up in the middle of the night by the sound of like one of those door things. And then he heard something on the door. He heard like the door fiddling, and he got up and walked into the other room and looked at it, and it was still locked. Nothing had been through.
Weird. So out of here's some more stats that we're going to wrap up on. Have you ever had a personal encounter with any of the following? The ghost, like we just discussed, 20%. Demons, 11%. 11% of the population or of the poll have experienced other supernatural beings,
which is interesting.
4% of the poll had experienced werewolves.
What?
They've had a personal encounter with a werewolf.
No, sir.
How big is the polling pool? Does it say
1,000?
So out of 1,000 people, that's
opt in.
What is that? 40 people who have seen a werewolf.
Yes, I guess so. Why am I never chosen?
3% because you don't go to the YouGov's opt-in internet panel using sample matching. You got to go to the YouGov website, man.
Okay,
that's true.
So it's not 100. Like they have to go there and sign up. It's not completely randomized.
Listen, this data is not flawed. Don't worry about it, Nate. 3%.
I'm not looking for flaws. I want to know if they're predisposed to, if they have seen a werewolf, to have been there. Because if 40 out of every 1,000 people has encountered a werewolf, we need to know about that. We are the Werewolf Radar.
That is true.
3%.
That's a lot of missed pings, Roger.
3%.
Yeah.
3% of that poll had experienced a personal encounter with a vampire.
Okay. I mean, these are big numbers. This is incredible. And yet again begs the question, why aren't you tweeting these at us?
Yeah. YouGov people.
Let us break the tail.
And that's the name, or no, that's my segment, which I named Numbers, and Other Supernatural Numbers.
Nice. The best segment name of all. Y'all, this may not have been an episode with good segment names, but it was overall a very good episode. Thank you for joining us in the first day of the rest of the year. What do we do now? There's just no more pumpkins? Do we just go sit?
I mean, I'm going to start burrowing, I guess.
Yeah, turn your coffins upside down and start chewing. We'll see you on the other side. We'll see you next Halloween. Trout eaters. Until next time. Oh, wait, no. Thank you to our Patreon members. Yeah. Thank you to Chuck from Snappy Little Numbers for our intro and outro song. If you would like to become a Patreon member, you can get additional content every week. A friggin' grave nugget. You get a mug, pre-haunted by Roger Norquist. You get some art pre-drawn by me on haunted paper, and more of us and our idiot faces and mouths.
horror fiction at our Patreon website for Halloween.
Horror
You get
fiction
access
at our
to that.
Patreon website. You can also just go to werewolfradar.com if you like enjoying spooky stories that are put together so expertly by Roger Norquist. Go check out what's happening over there. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Twitter. We got those memes. We're talking about the mummy memes that no one else is throwing around. You know? Exactly. All of that shit. Did I forget anything?
I think that was it, man. Nailed it.
Follow us on Twitch. Follow us on Twitter.
Follow us on Twitch. Follow us on Twitter. Mondays at 4. Steak night is what we play. We hunt vampires. It rules.
Good job.
Great. Until next time, as always, our sign-off line. Punch the sky!
Space man.